Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Major General John George. I'm the Commanding General for U.S. Army Combat Capabilities Development Command, better known as CCDC. I'm happy to be with you today here at AUSA. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you. I want to talk to you about an important effort within the Army Futures Command enterprise called Team Ignite. So CCDC is the science and technology arm of AFC. We integrate across the 7 Army Research Development and Engineering Centers and the Army's corporate lab, ARL, to deliver science, technology, engineering, and analysis solutions that enable modernization, readiness, and deliver the future Army. In other words, CCDC scientists and technologists convert futuristic ideas into reality. CCDC became a part of AFC in February 2019. This transition was part of a strategic effort, as you know, to bring intellectual capital into one Army command focused on the future. To combat the near-peer threats and adversaries of the future, we know we have to prioritize in this mission space to think about what could be. Integrating fields like synthetic biology, autonomy, and artificial intelligence into our future network is going to fundamentally change our future operating environment. Our Futures Command Commander, General Murray, challenges us to explore what could be while pursuing new concepts in emerging scientific fields. The key enabler to this endeavor is this group that we call Team Ignite. Team Ignite integrates technical and operational expertise to deliver overmatched capabilities to our soldiers. So today in our Warriors Corner, I look forward to sharing a little history about how Ignite came to be and what we've accomplished so far. Most importantly, I'm going to discuss with you some ideas about our plans to scale and accelerate the effort. Hopefully you can join us afterwards in the question and answer session so that we can discuss how these best ideas about what could be inform future concepts, and that our resources and our priorities are aligned to these and that will drive them. So just over 2 years ago, Army Futures Command, or AFC, was established. One of the benefits of AFC's design is that it brought together CCDC's technical experts and the Futures and Concept Center's operational experts, all under the single command of AFC. This was a deliberate move to ensure that our talent pool of problem solvers tackle warfighter challenges identified by FCC's operational experts. FCC develops concepts that describe how the Army must fight and win in the future. They specify warfighting capabilities required to overcome projected threats. This includes requirement documents that serve as blueprints for engineering material solutions and equipment. So having served as FCC deputy in my last job, I know the importance of the connection between our two teams. Team Ignite builds collaborative partnerships that are repeatable and deliberate, and they increase our effectiveness. It integrates CCDC's expertise with FCC's concepts and requirements to design our future force. Ignite increases collaboration through unity of effort, both within AFC and outside the command. And since Ignite's beginning, we created, piloted, and evolved science concept workshops. We brought together key stakeholders to hold important and sometimes challenging discussions on what could be. These workshops serve as a foundation for future concepts narratives grounded in the art of the possible. They're based on what is being developed in scientific labs, both inside and outside the Army. These narratives target future operational challenges. They pioneer novel and scientifically grounded capabilities needed to overcome the future threats. For instance, at a recent integration workshop in March, we included concept writers from all the warfighting functions. And over the course of the workshop, conceptors were introduced to recent discoveries from several cross-cutting technical areas. They range from synthetic biology to quantum sciences to critical areas of power and energy. And in this case, some writers were inspired by synthetic biology designs in which organisms can be exploited to form temporary roadways and then eat them away when the mission was complete. Another topic that garnered excitement was camouflage. We all know that missions are always safer when our soldiers and their equipment are not detected. And so research in synthetic biology has identified a series of plants that naturally filter light and hide things in plain sight. Scientists were equally inspired by the description of operational challenges to direct their research towards what the Army needs. The workshops provided compelling information and effectively challenged the direction of the future work in both of these communities. This was the result of integrating the right expertise to link early research ideas and transformational ways to fight. As a result of Ignite workshops, we have a better understanding of the linkage between S&T and capabilities which materialize into what we call discovery trees. Discovery trees allow us to visualize the bonds between research in our S&T programs and their pathways to the capabilities that our soldiers need. They're the logical link, a network between ideas to foundational science, to applied and advanced research, and ultimately to delivery of Army capabilities. Team Ignite's discovery trees are rooted in the soil of what could be, not on imagination or science fiction. We've used discovery trees in a series of deep dives about S&T opportunities for modernization. In July, a technology deep dive on power and energy constructed a discovery tree that displayed how ongoing research inside of DoD was interconnected with both academic and industry partners. This fostered dialogue and insights about connections that are hard to get just from the PowerPoint slides. It also inspired new ideas about integrating disparate research ideas and exploring partnerships for new expertise integration. The value of Ignite is the new way of doing business. I've described some examples of how we link science and concept documents. We have an equal interest in linking technology with requirements to guarantee technically feasible solutions in our capability development. So ultimately, the vision for Ignite is that we become so accustomed to integrating this expertise that it becomes natural. Ideally, when concept writers write, they would never imagine doing it alone or in the absence of their scientist colleagues. This is a key part of our S&T operations. General Murray's and my strategic intent for Team Ignite is to grow these partnerships across the Army modernization enterprise, including industry, academia, and allies. And to this end, we aim to cultivate a culture of connection. So as Malcolm Gladwell explains in his book, The Tipping Point, connectors weave networks between people of different and disparate ideas. The larger and richer the network, the broader set of opinions and ideas we can wield. Team Ignite ranges a broad scale of scientific, technological, engineering, strategic, and tactical talent across varied geographic, professional, and social landscapes. The role of connectors is critical to link stakeholders for mutually reinforcing dialogue, identifying common goals, and detecting vulnerable areas. We know our technological superiority is not guaranteed. And as we look to the future, we know we have to take advantage of every space, every corner, every mind to apply advancements in science and technologies. We must identify new opportunities for modernization, and resources are a part of this challenge. You know, the global commercial and governmental investments in science and technology is about $2 trillion each year. The U.S. is only 25% of this worldwide investment, and within the U.S. funding, 75% of it comes from non-governmental sources. This reality requires a consolidated approach to link core science and technology initiatives to threat-based capability needs. A competitive science and technology strategy requires a fundamentally different approach. And Ignite is a part of this fundamentally different approach. It orchestrates disruptive events to unify our efforts across expert communities. Scientists and soldiers learn to speak a common language. They improve their ability to communicate what could be, deliberate, and debate the operational and technological environments, and then jointly design transformational warfighting capabilities. We need both scientists and operators to understand the operational challenge, why current technological solutions are insufficient, and what recent scientific discoveries offer the most promising means to advance. The intent of the bidirectional collaboration is to transition what seems like science fiction onto a glide path to becoming a warfighting reality. So in closing, I'd like to ask you to join me, my Chief Scientist for FCC, Dr. Gene Vettel, and the Director of Concepts for FCC, Colonel Stephanie Ahern, during the live question and answer session. We look forward to your ideas and the opportunity to answer your question. Thanks for tuning in. Technology-driven, warfighter focus, forge the future.